Hey everybody, welcome back to the SPT show. It's time that we talk about some mod updates. I've been gone for a little longer than I anticipated I would be. But that's because I've been overhauling my office and things are so much better in here for recording now. I mean, a lot better. Whoa, there's a stutter. I'm noticing actually so far, I've already been existing in this raid for a few minutes, that my performance is better than I anticipated it would be with the mods that I'm using, which is really, really encouraging. And we'll talk about all the mods that I am indeed using in just a few moments. But first I want to secure the dorms, see how the gameplay goes, and how my performance actually handles these gunfights up here up front at the very beginning of the raid, because, as you'll see when my new mod list actually comes out, whenever I actually put it in. Whoa! I'm using more plus bagels. That's right, more is finally available again for us to use. It has been for a little while. Work has resumed and it's really cool. I was using ABPS, yeah, Acid's bot placement system. And I've switched back over to more to test out what it's like, and so far it's been really good. Performance is nice, as nice as it can be, for me anyway. And the distribution of bots is healthy. I've been having a good time with it. I can't see this guy. It sounds like he's down there, but he might... Oh, yeah. Yep. He was, like, in the trees. I just wasn't placing his sound direction properly. Can't see that window. Can't see out that window. I can see it, sort of. It's boarded up a lot. I can spot him from the far side over here. I also heard activity in the other set of buildings across the courtyard, too, so we'll see how all that goes. But in just a few moments, I'll pull up my Espionage menu to take a look at the settings that I'm using for more, and it seems like maybe I'm safe for right now. He's not gunning for me at the moment. F12, come down here to more. Let's see here, it's the custom preset, of course, but what I've done is I have reduced the amount. The max bot cap right here, I brought it down to 12. And I think I did something else too, but I didn't, do too much configuration, really. And like usual, I didn't want to do too much configuration to see exactly how it runs, mostly out of the box. Obviously, I've reduced the bot count to benefit my performance here on this pathetic little 2060 that I'm running. And also, I still think that fewer bots is more immersive overall anyway, but that doesn't really have much to do with full case demonstrations. Did I get him? It seemed like I got him. It was a very violent burst of fire that I had there. And it looked really cool because I'm using the Hollywood effects mod again. And I'm super surprised that I can actually run it well. My performance isn't so bad. Before it was really taking a toll on my PC, but here, even on customs, I can use the Hollywood effects mod and most of its effects, if not all of them, without much detriment to my performance. And I'm really happy about that because it looks so cool. I am seeing, as usual, that my performance is a little worse right now because I'm recording. The screen capture always takes a bit more. When I was testing earlier, it was much smoother. But that's pretty run-of-the-mill now, isn't it? What did this guy have? Oh, cool. You guys know I like that. But I'm actually carrying the shotgun today, so that I can have my door-breaching rounds, instead of carrying around a whole lot of keys. Put that in my dog tags case. Splint. Okay, filter. Now I've got my grenades, so I'm not really all that hard up for explosives, but I'll, whoops, take some if I can. Oh my god, I thought that would have been a headshot, but we traded and he survived. Dangerous. Gonna reload. Wow, look at all the scoring there. The Hollywood effects are so cool. It really does so much for the like the cinematic appeal of the game. The fun violence of it all. The explosive action. Just like you'd want it, you know? Tape. I don't need any tape. Not for the moment, anyway. I will take the water, though. Actually, I'll just drink the water, right? Why not? Chug the entire bottle. I'll hide up here real quick. Good to go. I don't hear any more activity over at the other building, but I may as well mosey over to see what happens, and then we can also go in from the side, like I usually prefer to do. But it really depends. Oh, there's a grenade! It's a grenade! Somebody tossed a frag at me. Ahead of time, can't even speak because I'm so excited. Ahead of time, I'll apologize just in case. Wow, you guys can hear my air conditioner rumbling. I don't care because it's been so hot in the Midwest lately. So hot. And it's so humid and it sucks so bad. But this new configuration of my office, I actually have brand new air conditioning in here, is enabling me to record during the day, which is something I couldn't do for the past, I don't know, few months or so. That was really, really slowing down my production of videos, and I'm so excited to be back. He's on the left. Oh boy. Saw a bunch of blood there. There's still some activity though. Whoa. Yeah, no kidding. Oh geez, I'm out. Check my loads. Not so great. I'll use my fast hands and load the ARC rounds that I'm using, actually. The advanced rifle cartridge, I think is what it's called, right? Can't inspect at the moment. Yes, the advanced rifle cartridge, 6mm, alternative to the 5.56. Using here today, trying it out. What? Oh, it must have been a half-full magazine. Yep, I spent it. My God. He's healing, but there might be two of them. Yep, did you hear that? He's over to my left. What? Somebody else show up, or is he in that room across the hall? But I can hear it all too clearly for some reason. Yep. Wow. Got him. Load up. Look at all these bullet hits. What in the world? These guys are just dumping entire magazines into the walls over here. Did I get him? I don't know. I don't hear anything else. I think maybe I got him. I'm just checking to be sure. Because I always get caught. Whenever I'm not thorough, whenever I'm not diligent, they always get me. I think that's him. Yeah, that's him. I got him. Wow. An explosive. Oh, I got Chomp. Oh, it was Chomp the whole time. I'm sorry, dude. I know you were just trying to work on the game. My bad. Oh, nice. Good taste, as expected. Well, sorry about that, Chomp, but I really do appreciate all your hard work. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. In the meantime, don't mind me just rifling through what you got here. I'll just leave all that stuff for you. Good show. This guy didn't have all as much. He was much more plain, didn't even have any tags on him. Damaged weapons. Any grenades, maybe? Nope. Nope, just some pineapple juice. Guess I'll put it in my snacky Z. Some Tushonka humpback. Some pliers to open the cans, you know, somehow. And a filter. Don't have need for that right now. This build is not currently using the test version of Realism mod. I'm going to be doing that again in one of my next videos. Let's check my ammunition again. That mag's full. I think I'm safe here for now. seem to have eliminated all of the enemy activity. But we'll see just how it goes. So today in particular, we're taking a look at more, of course, like I said before. There was an update to Sane as well. We're on version 4.0.4 right now. It was updated just Thursday, I think, so it was 4 days ago now. And before that, it was updated on Tuesday, so it's been getting a lot of work lately. And I love to see it. We're all very happy that Sane is back. It makes SPT fully playable again. At least for most of us. There's still a lot of holdouts out there waiting for the SPT realism mod, and I totally understand. Oh boy. I totally understand how they feel. I'm very excited to get back to that. And I just need to make another clean installation to install the test version again because I want to run it without interference from other mods. Where'd that shot come from? Where'd he go? If I hold still for a moment and listen while I catch him, because it doesn't really seem like it. If the... Was that me? That might have been me. If the game looks funky, it's because I'm using medium graphics and a reduced LOD at the moment. All, of course, in the interest of performance, so that I can have better frames while recording. It doesn't look too bad, though. Looks okay. I do have Amon's graphics running, and the brightness is increased, just like usual. It's more of a benefit indoors. Sometimes it can make outdoor environments too bright. Gotta find the sweet spot. Very useful on maps like Interchange or Factory. Some places in labs where it's just so dark, you know? Also, when it comes to playing at night, it's best to reduce that brightness, because it can make it a little too easy to see in the dark. And renders night vision goggles somewhat useless, and I actually have a pair on the head mount in my bag, just in case I want to try any night stuff, which I kind of do. I lost that shooter, I guess, or he lost me, one or the other. We'll just move in. The snipers are active. God, I hate the dithering on objects far away. Kind of makes me feel like I'm playing a more retro game, except I'm not. I would, however, love a retro, like, demake of Tarkov. I think that'd be so cool. Some of the attempts that are on Steam are pretty cool. Oh boy. Wait, footsteps. Unless those were mine. And I have to be mindful about that because I'm using the body sounds mod. And that mod can actually reduce the volume or increase the volume of my own player sounds, because if you're like me, you think that the normal volume for player footsteps is much too loud, much too distracting, much too annoying. It can be really hard to hear things over them. So I use that mod to bring the volume down, just for my own convenience. I think it's a little bit more realistic too, to an extent, I suppose. Not to say that footsteps are not loud and noisy, especially on, like, messy surfaces like gravel and, I don't know, rubble, wreckage, detritus. Let me hit F12 here. Still have more open. Body sounds is probably up here. Yep, body sounds is actually the top entry right now. As you can see, it's got some cool configuration options to actually choose how you want all the things about your character to sound. You can reduce the volume of most things. It actually didn't start this way. There are so many more options now, which is super cool. And I've pretty much just reduced these sliders here. I didn't really change anything else. Just to bring the volumes down so I don't have to hear myself so loudly and so clearly. It'll be more useful in other times. But when things are quiet and I'm just walking around, you can already tell that my footsteps are quieter than they would normally be. It's just helpful. I just enjoy it more. It's just easier on me. Headsets in the game are notorious for making these not so ambient character sounds louder. That works both ways. Of course I can, you know, use them to hear enemy footsteps. But it's my own footsteps that make it harder to hear that going on. Looks like I'll be entering the night time regardless of what I wanted before anyway. Because it is actually getting darker out here. That was an ambient sound. Sometimes those little, like, crane sound effects get me. And also, lately I've always died when I've entered this area in general. Not just Skeleton, but, like... or Crack House. Any of the, like, larger... Ah, there's a sniper up there. He doesn't really seem to pay much attention to me, though. For whatever reason, Scav Sniper isn't all that hostile to me. Could just kind of let him be. I can shoot him if I want to. But I won't. I'm gonna ease up here and take a little listen. See if maybe I get picked off right away. This video is largely a demonstration of performance for the configuration that I'm using right now. Hopefully I'll have my mod list up when the video is ready, but it may not. I've been so busy lately. And I'm already planning the next 3 videos. So what we're looking for here today is frame counts. Although not specifically, I don't have the numbers up because I don't want to pay too much attention to them. I want to see how good the gameplay is with this configuration, you know? So far, so good. Could be so much worse. You've seen it on my channel be worse than this. Looks like all the activity is in that direction. So no one's here right now, that's okay. Actually, if I'm safe, that'd be a cool opportunity to first demonstrate outside of combat one of the other mods that I'm using. And let's see here. Let's hit this key. Oh, what? That didn't work. Hang on. No, it wasn't that key. Gee, I could have sworn that there it is. Okay, cool. We have another third-person mod that runs an SPT, and it's actually really cool. Janky's, I think. Yeah, let's see here. Janky's third person. And it comes with grenade assist. So if I pull out a grenade right now, and I pull the pin, you can see that there's actually a line. There's a line that predicts the trajectory of the grenade. And it actually works pretty well. That was a little closer than I would have wanted it to be. But this is actually the first time I think that I've used a grenade assist mod in SPT. I know there was 1 or 2 before, but I don't remember actually using it or testing it at all. And I've mostly just been playing around with a third-person camera for fun. It's not the best in firefights, as you can probably imagine. It does, however, come with a targeting reticle, a little crosshair for when I aim down sight. It's just really tough to use at any sort of range, and it can also be tough to use even at close range, depending on the actual orientation of the camera. I got him, but only because he was holding perfectly still the entire time, and I could see the clouds of blood explode off of him as I shot him. I think possibly the coolest thing about this mod is that it still works with the FOV fix zoom. It's so cool. I actually really like it, and it feels like an old school execution of a third-person mod because it's like locked directly onto the character's head, and as you can see, his head really doesn't appear to move very much at all, and that's partially because of the actual animation of the Tarkov character sprinting, but also it just looks a little funny because it's like his head doesn't bob. It's just sort of turning a little bit as he swings his body in the run. But I think it looks cool. And it doesn't really seem to hurt performance all that much, obviously, because like my character's body is already existing or whatever in the game without the third-person camera. I'll reload. It does still wobble during reloads, so if you've got like, I don't know, if you're prone to seasickness or anything like that, motion sickness, it might not be the best for you, but that is currently on my slash key. I guess I was hitting my shift key, my right shift key before. Obviously that's not going to work. But I just think it's really cool. And it is starting to get pretty dark out here. Let me load bullets into this magazine, take off my fancy beret, put on the skull lock, turn on night vision. And I guess I'll see that I don't exactly need it just yet. But I'm not going to spend a whole lot more time out here on the customs map anyways. We're going to run over to factory and see how smooth performance is there. Still very clear through the NVGs. I am using Borkel's NVGs mod. I can't remember. I don't think I'm using the thermal one. The thermal mod might not be done yet. I just remember searching for it the other day, and I don't remember actually finding it, so... It could well exist, and I just haven't found it. My search is lax. And also, there isn't much activity out here. Besides... So if it's really all that quiet, let's pull up dynamic maps and take a look. Ah, okay. So the majority of the activity is over there by Big Red and storage. There's a couple more that spawned over by the dorms. There's actually a boss over there by the dorms. So let's just run over. Let's cross the canal. Or the river, or whatever it is over here. Engage those guys that are over in that direction. And I'll actually use the third-person mod to fight over there, see what it's like. If I do this, you can see that I still have the same visual HUD UI for the NVGs that I'm wearing in the third-person camera, so you still do get to benefit from that. It feels a little silly, but I mean, what are you gonna do, right? There's no, like, is there gonna be a different implementation for this? Would the better option be to just make the entire screen, use the night vision effect in third person without actually having like the goggles be present and like the unaffected regions around it? I don't know. I'm not a developer. But we will see what happens, I suppose. This is kind of cool. It just feels novel, you know, it's just like different. And I've been playing so much SPT using so many different mods. Sometimes I just like to see something new and strange and interesting. There was a guy over there walking around. It is harder to land precision shots without actually being able to see my optics, and I could swap up and have him just go in to the actual first-person view. Let's see here. Janky's Lights Camera Hodor. Check that out. What a funny title for this mod. Let's see here. So there's the first person, blah blah blah. Optic sight ADS mode. So for optics, if I were to ADS in third-person camera, it would go into first-person. But for basic sights, it won't. So I can just do first-person right here, and then if I click, it goes into first-person, just like that. So I'm just using the third-person camera when out of ADS, which I suppose is interesting. That's certainly useful. Let's swap it back to shoulder and try to make use of the crosshair to see if I can actually kill somebody, you know, that's on the ground with me, an active combatant that's not, I don't know, a dull-witted rooftop sniper that doesn't respond to attacks for whatever reason. There he is, he's still over there. Looks like I'll get my shot. Oh, he just kneeled there. I saw more activity over here, so there probably are more bots. But we'll just have to see about all that. Maybe I'll just take a few shots at his leg. Got him. Got him again. Got him maybe again? Was that the truck that I hit? Oh, I think he fell limp. I think I got him. Obviously all the sparks and the flashes look really cool in night vision. They look really cool out of it too. I very much appreciate all of the Hollywood effects. They're so good. Often don't get like any of these effects actually, maybe half of them in other shooters. And I'm not very certain about what the what the market for tactical, modern, I guess realistic, immersive FPSs is like right now. Seeing how most of the activity seems to be in games that already exist, just updating what they have. Whoa! Okay, I got him. Yeah, it's a little tough. Because of this mod, I think, I can't actually swap shoulders. You can see right now it's broken if I do that. If I go into first person, it's also busted. My weapon just stops in like near the middle of the screen and snaps back. It's like, ooh. I don't know why, it's just like hitting something. And I'm pretty sure it's the Janky's third-person camera mod. I'll find out about that later. But there are parameters that exist inside the mod settings for shoulder swapping, so it's clearly accounted for. Like it says that the camera can swap shoulders if I were to do that with my character, but it just isn't working right now. Just kind of looks like bam, just like I'm hitting the wall with my rifle. It's actually pretty appropriate. It's almost deliberate. But, oh my god, it's not. Run, dude, run! There is a body. They killed somebody over here. You know what? That'd probably be a good time to use this, right? Let's try this out. Can use my little grenade assist to precisely toss that grenade in there. Those are, I think, the V40 mini grenades, which are new. He's hurt. Yeah, V40 mini. It's only got like a 1 meter explosive radius, 1 meter kill radius. See the way the crosshair moves? I can't be positive about where I'm like exposed and where I'm aiming exactly, but gives me a general idea, and I guess it's functional enough. Because I got him. He had the Clin. Oh yeah, that's right. So the sounds are actually muffled when I'm in the third-person camera. It's a little strange. I saw that it was mentioned on the mod page, so it's probably being worked on. We'll see how that goes. Don't really want to search anything else he's got. This is empty. Completely empty. Swap it out. Okay, still had one in the chamber. Good thing I didn't pull the trigger to actually find out if there was anything in there. Overall, I'd say I like the ARC ammunition. It's pretty cool. It says in the description that it's actually intended for long range. Seems pretty good at everything. It's got stable travel, does good damage, has high impact. You know, all the things that a bullet should have. So should I take a lap around storage and then come back around and just try to extract? See if there's anybody else hiding back here. Don't necessarily imagine that there is. He had the Mosin. How dark is it if I take these off? Pretty dark, pretty dark. So, actually, you know what? Let's demonstrate really quickly. If I open up Espionage, go to graphics, as you can see down here, the brightness is this one right here. It says experimental, but in Amon's graphics features, the brightness slider is what I use to control the brightness. I'll just do this so that it removes the filter from the game screen. You can see that it becomes a lot brighter if I turn it all the way up. You do not need night vision if it's increased. It's typically at 50%, and I can reduce it even further to make it just like completely invisible out here. And if this is all the way up, whoops, I forgot that my character is still alive when the menu has been moved. If I turn on night vision, it just kind of seems a little redundant, doesn't it? It's not fully necessary. So I'll bring this back down to 50%. And that seems much more logical, doesn't it? When I get to the factory map, I'll just leave it at default for now. When I get to factory, I'll adjust it again so that most of the map is clearly visible without having to, I don't know, squint, without having to use night vision inside, even at night. And I'll specifically enter the factory at night to do that. But I think that everybody is dead around here. Most of the contacts seem to be cleaned up. Yep, no one showed up when I did all that. Let me hit dynamic maps again. And sure. Oh, there are two guys back there. Did I just miss them, or did they just spawn in? What? Interesting. I'm gonna rumble on over and see what they're doing. Thank you for watching, by the way. I know it's been a while since I uploaded my last video. Like I said before, I've been doing so much work in my office to make it more workable, so that I can finally go back to regularly working on all the videos that I want to. And that is definitely going to happen. I'm also changing my upload practices a bit. I'm going to be uploading all of my videos to Patreon first, and making those ad-free for my supporters. And they'll go up, they'll be available a bit earlier than the YouTube uploads will be. Whoop! Oh boy. Where's that other guy? Also, don't you hate all the, like, painted silhouettes that are on this map now? Isn't it just so annoying? What a great idea they had to put that on, didn't they? I saw two guys, but that was just the one. Is this other guy in here? He is, wow. Whoa! Careful, man, you almost shot me. Whoops, he got me. Torso took some damage. I am wearing armor plating. It's a good thing, too. Can I hit him from here? It's tough. I'm exposing myself when I do this. Is it wise? Can I... Oh, I can shoot his foot. Oh, grenade! Ah, flashbang! That was fortunate. That could have been so much worse. Alright, both of us will take a sec to reload now. Whew, got him. Even concussed. So I suppose that was a concussion grenade and not a flashbang? Good for me. It would have the same effect otherwise, but I seem to have survived. What all did he have? And who was he? Nobody. He was nobody. No one to worry about at all. Guess I'll just move on. I just reloaded, so I don't have to check that. Don't know why I did that. So, all in all, I think I really like the novelty of the third-person camera. It's been a while since we had one. It doesn't break, you know what I mean? Like, I seem to remember in the past, like, a third-person mod, the camera would break sometimes, and I'd have to, like, reset it. Or even, like, leave the match or exit the game to sort of fix it up. But this seems to be fully stable. It's thoroughly configurable. The options are really nice. And so far I've been having a pretty fun time with it. So how how often will I use it? I don't exactly know, but it is there, and I'm sure it'll help me capture some fun, like, intro footage for, like, some cinematic clips and stuff. So with that, I think I'll tie up my time here on the customs map. Let's go ahead and jump over to factory and see how things develop over there, because I'm sure, as usual, my performance will be much better over there. And we'll just see exactly how things go while I discuss a few more things about my channel, and also about my plans for the next few videos. So join me in just a moment, won't you? And welcome back to the factory, which may appear to be out of commission, but actually manufactures quite a bit of my sorrow. Let's see how things rumble in here. So let's see. This is at 50% brightness with Amon's graphics down here in the bottom of the factory. If I increase it to 100%, it all becomes very visible. You see that? And if I bring that back down to 50%, whoops, had a little stutter there. I suddenly have a need to use the night vision goggles, which even down here, whoa, I'm getting a lot of stuttering for some reason, are still very dark and grainy. Whoa, so much stuttering. What's happening? Oh my god. It's gonna be all bosses this map, isn't it? I really hope not. But I do hear activity. There's somebody walking. To the left or up above, maybe? That flapping was my dog's ears. She just shook. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe nobody down here. At any rate, let's go up here. See how visible things are. And yeah, it is pretty dark. This is typically how it is on factory at nighttime with just the default Amon's graphics configuration. I typically have it, I think, around 80%. Maybe 70, maybe, like, you know, around 80. So this is often how I like to have it. Especially for testing and demonstration purposes, and also, whoa, there's that guy, you see that? Oops, I have to switch my... Oh my god! I was looking down the iron sights there for some reason, and I had to switch over to the hollow sight. But it's especially better for YouTube, because as you're, I'm sure, familiar, the bitrate compression of YouTube videos is such that dark environments just become really crunchy and very difficult to see. There's a guy right over there. hearing some rustling too, but that might be just ambient sounds. At the moment, I'm using the DG, the Defense Group DG56. An interesting looking bullpup. I can't remember, is this from Call of Duty? No. I'd probably say if it was. It's just a really cool assault rifle. And I barely ever use bullpups in general. I just wanted to try it really quickly for this demonstration here today. Wow. Okay. D's making a lot of noise over here. No, girl, don't do that. Don't scratch at my door. D! D! Leave it, girl. You just be good and let me finish recording this video, okay? As expected, performance is doing well. The bot cap is unchanged. It's obviously still 12, even on this map. Things do look a little bit sparse. That's because I am also using the declutterer. That's going to be one of the future videos that I work on also that I've been planning this entire time. I did say that I was going to make that a while ago, and it's still coming, don't worry. I'm just getting around to it in my own good time, as bad as that may be. Oh, see that? He just ran over in that direction. I could actually hear him, but I'm pretty sure I hear somebody else too. Aha! He was stuck, so I'll put him out of his misery. Lots of stuttering on gunfire, lots of stuttering on hit. It's kind of funny that that's happening here so much in the factory. Man, I'm getting a lot of severe stuttering for some reason. I was actually in this map going to discuss the RAM cleaner and the VRAM cleaner mods, both of which I am indeed using, and I was like, ah, maybe that'll help me. Who knows what the hell's happening. Okay. Guess I'll just head over and move down since none of those guys are moving in this direction. And I don't want to actually get shot trying to look around from above, do I? Let's run down and do this. They're all killing each other. Without me. Oh, but somebody's coming now. I really don't like not being able to swap shoulders. I'd gotten so used to that. It's so helpful. Makes it a lot more difficult to negotiate. Corners on my right side. Oh! Hi, dude. Nice pants. He was so fashionable, I had to kill him. Oh, my god. Don't laugh about it. It's not funny that you're trying to kill me. What'll he do? Try to kick the door open? God, I love the burn. So, some of those effects are actually the result of tracers, and I'm using the mod that, as usual, turns every bullet into a tracer with a color that depends on its penetration value. Fantastic for testing. Whoops, I'm out. Yep, yep. Would you die, please? Oh my god. Oh boy. It was another full mag. I have to do this. Oh, did you hear that? What was that for? I'd say a skill up, leveled up, but I didn't see any prompt. Aha! Oh my god! I was not paying enough attention. That was very silly of me. I'll stab myself with some special medicine to cut the bleeding. Is that guy dead? Yeah, he's definitely dead. Another new magazine. I do like this rifle. It's kind of cool looking, really fun to use. I'm completely ignorant about it. I don't know if it's like real or if it's just a video game weapon or not. Usually they say if it is from Call of Duty. But, oh god. I've been using both of the large weapon mods to increase my inventory, just like usual. In particular, Epic Range Times All-in-One, which is chock full of cool stuff. And he's actually, that developer is active in my server. I love to watch him work. He's always working on something new. It's very encouraging. I'm so excited to see new stuff. Is my health okay? Health arm. Health arm. Right arm health, not so good. Let me just wrap it up real quick. I am using, what's it called? The Smart Action mod, which enables me to have more control over my actual character movement when using healing items. It's what enables me to move around when I'm using a surgical kit, especially on a leg. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! It's so bad! It's so bad. Well, I suppose I can demonstrate it now, can't I? Come over here, I gotta open that again. CMS on the stomach. Can I save myself from all this? See, I'm still walking. Still walking around. If you see here, Smart Action. If I close graphics, go down to Smart Action. It only has 3 sliders, no move, sprint, and walk. It has to do with the speed at which you can do those things while healing. I know, dude. I know, just chill out. It's so hard and so bad, isn't it? Oh, the pain. Oh, the discomfort. What'll I do? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, yep. In a bad way. Hurt real bad. Just in case I do die, I'll continue following up on what I said before. So, like I said in the previous map, I'm going to be uploading my videos to Patreon first. They'll be ad-free for my supporters. Also, the order of the videos that I'm going to be working on next are these. I'm going to be doing the declutter demonstration. And then after that, I'm going to be doing the realism mod test video in a clean installation to try and explore all the features that work and maybe some that don't. After that, we're going to do some thorough updating on the new sane versions, because some things have changed. Not a whole lot, but it'd be good to go over a lot of those things again. Let me close this door real quick, and then after that, we're going to do a video demonstrating more versus ABPS, sorry, Acid Spot Placement System, versus the new More plus Bagels mod that I'm using right now. And I think that those demonstrations should all do well. I'm looking forward to learning some of the things myself, actually, because I'm not all the way up on just what has changed specifically throughout those mods, and hopefully you'll all enjoy that too. But that's what's gonna happen. And let's, you know, try to fix my body. I always do that for some reason. Let's wrap some gauze around my stomach. Deal with the flesh wound. I hear... Oh god. He got me. And he's trying to get away. That's messed up, dude. Got a heavy bleed. Got a heavy bleed. It's currently on my stomach too. Isn't that nice? I'll just put a tourniquet on it, you know, on my arm, which should stop the bleeding. That's always nice. Try to use a CMS to bring it out of black. Of course, I'm able to walk around because of the Smart Action mod. Feels very strange, doesn't it? But if that's something you want to have in SPT, it's fully available for you. Okay, cool. Let's wrap some more gauze around my very damaged stomach. And, I don't know, probably maybe like also wrap some gauze around my head, make a blindfold. And then we'll do the left leg, left arm, right arm. Very nice, and because I have continuous healing enabled, I can just hit the 4 key and very continuously, very steadily just mummify myself in gauze to clear up all the rest of my bodily damage. And look at that. We managed to bring ourselves all the way back around, but I better not take any more damage to the gut or I'll be dead. Anyway, that covers most of what I wanted to talk about today. And I really did a pretty good job of demonstrating the mods that I wanted to discuss. Ah, that guy was kind of camouflaged against the ruddy wall, wasn't he? Couldn't see him as I was scanning past before. Oh boy. Got him. Thank goodness for these 37-round mags, am I right? Anything else? Anybody else? Yep, I hear somebody coughing over there. This guy had the Uzi. Where's he at? Is that him? It is. Got him. Got him. Sometimes these bots are really active. They're really on it. They're very deadly. Other times, not so. Of course, it has to depend, or it really does depend on their level. It has to do with their equipment. Look who we just found. Neat. Neat configuration. He's got the gorilla one on today. Oh boy. Yep, that's bad. I was way too comfortable, and I'm dead. I've been lost to the zone. That's the Headshot Darkness mod. So, thank you everybody for watching. I've got a new video coming very soon. Like I said, my next videos are going to be in this order. The declutter demonstration to show what it is like without and with it at full configuration and all that. Then after that will be the realism mod test video. After that will be the new sane updates, and then we're doing the More versus ABPS comparison. So look forward to all that. Find me on Patreon. The next videos are all going to be uploaded there first for all my supporters, and they'll be ad-free, of course. Leave me a comment to tell me how you're doing in 3.11.3 right now. I'm sure a lot of you guys are coming back to it with all these mods that have been updated, having a good time. It's very exciting. And some of you with much better configurations than mine in terms of PC hardware are having almost no problems. You're having no performance problems, and I'm hearing great things about how you're able to run the game, especially with things like Fika and SPT VR. At least SPT VR is still in development, and they're working on that to make it as smooth as possible. I'm not super sure how well it's running on 3.11.3 though. I think it's still best in the older versions. I see some discussion about that. I like to talk about that in our Discord server. So if you want to know more about all those things, you can find us in the Club StarVox Discord server. Links to all of my stuff is in the description down below. And like I said, I very much appreciate you joining me here today. Look forward to the next videos, and thanks for watching.